Good morning, everyone. It's Heidi coming to you from sunny Florida. A warm welcome to all you viewers out there. And if you are new, thank you for checking me out. I hope you like it. And if you do, press the subscribe button and check out what I'm doing next. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for always inspiring me to keep going. And I really enjoy chit-chatting with you. So welcome. I've gotten a few finished objects this week and also some works in progress and some acquisitions. I forgot to mention that if you want to check me out other than YouTube, I'm also on Instagram and Ravelry as Yarned Heidi. So let's get started. Grab your drink and any craft you desire to do at this time, or maybe not, or just to chit-chat and listen to what I'm up to. Okay, I'm so excited because my first finished object is what I'm wearing. I am in love with this. I'm going to show it like this. Look how beautiful this cowl is. I'm going to take it off because here in Florida, I don't need to wear a cowl too often. I mostly wear it if I'm going up north, or maybe I'll give it to somebody. I'm going to have a hard time parting with this one. This is crocheted, which I'm so happy to say that I'm back on the crochet mojo. It's been years, but because I belong to the Love and Stitches membership and they do crochet alongs, I got my mojo back. I can get so much help from so many people. Being a lefty and all, my confidence has gotten way more higher because of it. Anyway, this is the Playtime Cowl by Nitty Natty. I will link it down below. Matter of fact, anything that I talk about will be linked down below in the description box. And also, if you have any comments, you want to know anything about me, or any kind of knitting, crochet questions, or anything personal, I'm an open book. I would love to hear from you. And that is why I do this podcast, to chit-chat and talk about all the things I love to do, and also about me and about you. So if anything, comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. So back to this. Nitty Natty designed this Playtime Cowl. I used a crochet hook HN7, and the yarn is Madelinetosh, the Euro sock, and the colorway is Klee. And this is a fun, addicting pattern. Once I start, I don't want to stop with this pattern. I love this. I highly recommend it to anybody who loves to crochet and wants a quick, fun pattern. This is it. Look how beautiful that is with that kind of design in there, the crisscross. So cool. Anyway, check it out. I'll link it below. Her pattern is wonderfully written, easy to understand, and I think you'd like it if you check it out. Okay, the other finished project I have, I joined a newsletter from the Kitchen Sink Shop, and every month, at the first of the month, she puts in a free dishcloth pattern. And what inspires her with these dishcloths is her favorite books. And this month it was from The Hobbit. She loved reading The Hobbit. And she wrote up a pattern called the Shire, inspired by The Hobbit. Now, I wanted to do it, and I used my my stash, my leftovers, and I had two colors that I wanted to use up, and it's the Dishy from Knit Picks, cotton yarn, and I think I used a size 3 needle. I love that each month I'll have a different dishcloth, and I love that they're inspired by the books that she reads. And this is by the Kitchen Sink Shop. Isn't it cool? I know it. I think it looks like maybe the Packers, the football team. I don't care. It's a dishcloth. So this is number 2 that I've done. I did last month's and this month's. So nice. So check her out. If you sign up, it's free to her newsletter, The Kitchen Sink Shop. And every month you'll get her newsletter and a free dishcloth pattern. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's that. My third finished project is I finally finished it. It's a baby blanket. Let's see if I can show it as much as I can. This is it. So, it's pretty simple baby blanket, except for this little cable going down one side. Oh, I just love it. Some baby will get wrapped up in this. And the pattern is called the Knitted Baby Blanket. I'll link it below. I really don't know who designed it, but I got it off of Rafferty, and I'll link it below. The yarn is by Sirdar, Hayfield. Baby Blossom DK is the base, and the color is Twinkle Twinkle. Really soft, a beautiful yarn to work with. I've worked with Baby Blossom before by Hayfield, and it is the softest, easy to knit with blanket. And what size did I use? I used a size 7. And that's it. Somebody's going to get this. I don't know who yet, but I put it in my baby collection. And then I had some leftover, and I'm trying to use up the leftovers of my yarn because I have so much, and I get stressed out knowing that I have all these unfinished balls of yarn. It kind of stresses me out. I can't explain it, but it does. And then I feel guilty if I throw it away, but I'm getting a little bit better. If there's only a tiny bit, I'm pitching it because it's just adding clutter to my stash. And so I'm trying to eliminate these leftovers, especially if it's like DK or roasted, because I do more with fingering. So I kind of like get stressed out. It's aggravating to me with all these leftover balls. So anyway, with this, I did a little baby hat. So cute. This baby hats happened to be, when I looked for pattern, they used the same yarn, so it's like perfect. The baby hat is from Lisa Knits. It's called the Quick and Easy Baby Hat, and it was with a little eye cord up here, and then I just put a knot on it, and a little rolled up rim. Same yarn, the Sirdar Hayfield, Twinkle Twinkle colorway, the Baby Blossom DK. And what size did I use with this? I used a size 5. This is very quick, so that will go with the baby blanket. Then I still wanted to do a little bit more with the leftover yarn. I made baby booties. The only thing is with this yarn, it doesn't match because this had the pattern that's in there and this didn't at the time, but it's just booties. It will still look cute. It will match the hat and the blankie. And this one was called Simple Steppers for the baby booties, and I used 3, size 3, and it was back and forth. It was straight knitting, and I had to do a seam, and I'm not a big fan of seaming, but not bad, my seam. And then you had a seam on the side or the back of the booty and along the bottom. So I didn't do too bad for seaming. And that was it. That's how I did that. So that's my little collection. I don't know who I'll give it to, but I'll put it away for when the need comes up. So those are all my finished projects. So let's get to my works in progress. Okay, first I need a sip of my decaf coffee. Not that that will perk me up. It will just, it just tastes good in the morning. Okay, the next one out of my that lives in my home, in this bag, from the White Rose Fiber Company. I love her bags, and I've been taking a course. It's now finished with Nitty Natty. She had a course that she offered called the Perfect Fit Socks, and it was a fantastic course. I'm learning how to custom fit a sock for my feet. Everybody's got different feet. I got a very small foot, barely a size 5, but very wide. Wide, but I have small ankles and calves, but a very wide foot. But anyway, I'm learning how to custom fit my own sock through her course. It was an excellent course. So I finished one. Here it is. And the yarn that I use is from the Lopsided Crafter, and the color from her Alice base, and the colorway is Be My Valentine. So I did a 2x2 ribbing up on top. I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Not a fan of it, but I'm getting used to it. I'll show on the second one, and I'll tell you why, and in a few minutes. And a toe to fit me, a slope toe. So I tried it on, and I said, it's still snug, really getting it over my heel, my foot, because I have a very high instep, like an arch. So I was like, I really would like to tweak it. And she tells you how to tweak it, or I kind of like figured it out when I looked back at the pattern, at the course. So I have my second one going. By the way, I'm using 2 circulars on a size 1. I'll show you here, see, 2 circulars. So I tweaked it a little bit on this one. Same kind of cuff, but on the leg, I tweaked it to make it a little bit bigger with the stitches. I added some stitches. And then I did my fish lip scale, and that kind of came out a little bit different. I don't know why. It's a little bit smaller the way it came out, and I like it. It's not so big and bulky, the heel. And I tried it on. It is a little bit looser, but I can't wait till the end result. Right now, I'm at the toe part. So next time we speak, I'll let you know how it comes out. Maybe I'll take a picture of one sock versus the second sock to see if it makes a difference. Most importantly, really, you may not see the difference, is how it fits. I hope this is a little bit looser, getting over my heel. So we'll see. And I really think it's because, not that I have a big heel, I think it's because of my high instep, which could be affecting it, getting it over the heel. So that is my work in progress with that. The next one, I started something. I don't know how long I'm going to go with it. I'll have to see, only because of the yarn. Okay, I'll show it to you. I am doing a cardigan. It's called, let's see, it is called the, let me see, the Lanaza. It's like a sweater cardigan, okay, where I can just put it over, and I'll insert a picture because you're not going to really see what it looks like from just me showing you on the needles. I have to keep it on the holder because this yarn, if I take this off, everything slides off, and I can't tell you how many times it has happened. Thank goodness it is a thicker yarn, and it's not so hard to slide them back on. But I can't take them off, or else I'll have a big fat mess. Okay. Anyway, this is the bottom rib that I'm doing, and it's called Lanaza, and there's a lacy section that's going to go all the way, most of the front of my cardigan, and then the other part will be open, just straight knitting. So that's what it is. The yarn, I can't even tell you the name of it because I got it at my yarn shop. It was on sale. I don't remember what the name is because it was in a bag with like 10 skeins. I'm not a fan of the yarn. It's kind of, I don't know, like this funky yarn. I'm not great at knitting with it. I don't really enjoy it that much. By the way, this is the lacy part. It's going to go all the way across and then just stuck in that over here. Yeah. So anyway, the yarn, I'm not crazy about it. It's funky. but there was a sample at the store with it, and I really liked the way the sample looked. So that's why I got it. So I'm going to keep going with it. It's going to be something to wear over when I'm chilly somewhere, because here in Florida, even though it's warm, anywhere you step into can get really cold with the air conditioning. So I'll see how it goes. I'm just at the beginning stages of this. See this kind of yarn? It's funky. Let's see how it goes. Oh, look at my little emoji. This I got from Ritz Fiber. I love anything with hearts, and their eyes are hearts. Aw, so cute. So anyway, what size am I using with this? Let me see. Okay, the size that I'm using on this, how come I can't find it? I don't know. Okay, I could look like this. I think it's either, I think it's a size 6. Yeah, a size 6. So, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, you know what I wanted to mention with this? I wanted to tell you the reason why I'm making this now is because I belong to a Discord group, and they're called the Enchanted Hooks and Needles, or the Enchanted Needles and Hooks. It's a Discord group that I belong to, and they're doing a make-along called the Spring Fling Make-Along that we could all do together. Okay, so I said, let me use this. I had it in my stash that I just started it, and I pulled it and I said, you know what? Let me go with this make-along, this garment make-along, and get going on it and see how I do. So I'm doing it with this Discord group, the Enchanted Needles and Hook group, run by Holly Beth, and she's so sweet that she offers this Discord group, and she has so many fun events that you can do, like this garment make-along, and it's the Spring Fling. That's the theme of it. So it is springy with the way the color is. So we'll see how far I go with it. It seems awfully big. When I started this, it was tremendous. I tried it on, or I didn't even need to try it on. I put it around my waist because it is open. It was tremendous. So I went back to the pattern. I looked at how I could figure out the math and get rid of a lot of stitches, and I did. It still looks kind of big, but we'll see how it goes. I really cut down, I'd say, like almost 30 stitches. 20 to 30, about 25 to 30 stitches less than what was on here originally. So let's see how it goes. Let's see if I could deal with this yarn. I don't know. Okay, the next thing that I'm doing, this is going to be fun too. And through my local yarn shop, which is called Sheepvilles here in Lauderhill, Florida, the owner is bringing in a whole line of Circulo yarns. Their yarn is beautiful. The whole line of DK, worsted, and it's mainly cotton. I don't know if they have a worsted base. I really don't know. But she's having the whole collection of every kind of yarn that Circulo makes in her shop. And she's got a big room to display it, and you can purchase it there. So anyway, she's having this little competition through Circulo where she's giving you a couple of skeins of one of their brands called Whoopee. Let me see if I have the tag. I do. Whoopee. She gave me a couple, and she's having a competition to knit anything I want using this particular yarn. Well, let me tell you, it is beautiful to knit with. And you have a certain timeline. I have to do it by May 9th, no big deal. I think I can whip out something by then. And I'm just loving it. So, you know what I said? I want to make another Playtime Cowl, crocheted. And that's what I'm doing. So when I'm done with it, you bring it into the shop, the yarn shop, and she's going to display everybody that put into this little competition, and the customers will vote upon what they like the best. And then I think you get a prize or something, a gift certificate from Circulo, and a basket of something. I don't know. I said, let me try. And I'm mainly doing it, not so much for the prize. I mean, I always love to win a prize, but I think because I just loved this color and I wanted to try it out. And why not? The added bonuses, I could try to win a prize. So, I'm using, somebody suggested going up because this is DK weight or sport weight. It's actually a sport weight. Whereas my other cowl that I knit from the Knitting Natty design is a fingering weight. So I went up a hook size. So I'm actually using the size 7 for this as the main body. Okay? The other one I used, I think the H, I'm not sure. So anyway, so I'm doing it, and at first I'm not really crazy about it because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, look at this beautiful color. And I'm like, where is this color when I'm doing it? It's so dark, but it's a gradient skein of yarn. So now it's starting to get lighter up here. So when I did the other Playtime Cowl, I did a single loop where you just have it hanging once. With this one, because of the gradient and you really don't see the change of colors for quite a while, I'm going to do a double loop. So I'm going to make it much bigger so that you could whip it around your neck a couple of times. And so that way you'll see all the colors. You know, as much as I love this pattern, I'm like, oh, I don't want it to be all dark. So it's starting to get lighter. Let's see how far it goes with the double loop. I want to see, get to this pretty color there, the lighter color. So I'm going to keep going. I have a couple of, you get like 3 of them. So maybe I'll make something else besides this and put in 2 things. Let's see how time allows me to do that. So that's what I am working on now. And let's see, but in any case, this yarn is beautiful to work with. It's a cotton yarn, and I tell you, it's like butter working with it. So that's it. That's it for my finished, my works in progress, excuse me. Now I'm getting to my acquisitions. I have just a few, and that's it. The first one is I got my Yarn Yay subscription. This one is, I think, the best one I've ever gotten from them. The Yarn Yay is by Vicki Howell, the subscription. Yarn Yay. It always comes in this turquoise type box, except in the summertime, where she goes more like coral. And wait till you see what I got in here. Well, I love the tissue paper. As I mentioned before, and if you're new, I save the tissue paper for future gifts or anything I want to wrap. Look how pretty that, very springy type tissue paper. So this month, it's gonna be socks. This is the pattern. She gives you this booklet, and there's a crochet sock on here and a knit sock. She always gives you a pattern that has both crochet or knit. I don't think I'm going to do crochet socks. I'm really not interested in crocheting socks, even though I'm getting back into the crochet, but not for socks. I really want to knit socks instead. Okay, so in here is the pattern and everything else that's included in the box. But look at the crochet. They are so cool. And the knit, they're both on the front page. Okay, so let's get to the yarn. The yarn, this is also an added plus, is by Earth Yarns. Earth Yarns, that's a unique sock. 75% merino, 25% nylon. Look, but I love this part of it. They give you 2 skeins already rolled up, so I can just start with both of them at the same color. I think that is awesome. I don't have to wind up anything. I can get going on it. I'm not starting it right away, but I love that I can do that. That's a great feature with this box. Have that. Okay, then the other thing is she gives in here, it's by the Stitchery & Company, handcrafted sock soap. A bar of soap to, when you block your socks, soak them. Here, it smells like lavender and lemon. Isn't that nice? So when I block these socks, and I always block my socks, soak in them, I'll either put them on blockers or I will lay them flat. Either one, depending on how they came out. Anyway, I will block them with this and check them out and see if this is something I want to do in the future with this kind of stuff instead of using a wool wash or conditioner. So that is really nice. The flavor is, the flavor scented lilac and lemon. So sweet. Then the last thing, of course I got excited with this, and this is called the Lost Sock Stitch Marker by Firefly Notes. Look at that. I love that. And everybody that gets a box gets a different color sock. I got yellow, which is good because I don't have too much yellow. I'm not a yellow person, but it's a beautiful color just the same, and I can put it on these socks when I knit them. So that's a nice thing to put in there too. I love this. I think this is my favorite Yarn-Yay box that I've gotten so far. So check them out if you subscribe. And I like it because I can skip months with Yarn-Yay. Like in the summertime, she does a lot of cotton and summery type stuff. And I don't know, I'm not a big, cotton knitter or crocheter. But now I guess with doing this Playtime Cowl and cotton, I'm becoming more and more of a fan. So maybe I will get it. But anyway, her subscriptions are really cool. And everything that is in there, I always love. So check her out and see if you like it. Okay, the next thing, this was a lot of fun. I follow Courtney from Knit Now Swatch Later on Instagram. Check her out. She had a little contest going where in her car she had these little pigs, stuffed animal pigs. She loves pigs, which is so cute. So she had a couple in there, and she didn't know what to name them. So she called out to her Instagram audience, and she said, anybody have a name? If you do, you'll win a prize. So there was a cute little pig, and I said, how about Pearl? Either Pearl as a girl's name, or Pearl, Purl in our knitting world. So anyway, and then she had another one. I just saw one, and I just said, it looks like a pearl. And I just thought of that name. Well, anyway, she liked it, and I won. And somebody else won for the other pig called, I forgot the name. Such a Whitney, I don't know what. No, it wasn't Whitney. Winston. So anyway, so I won. So she was so kind to send to me. Her Instagram name is Knit Now Swatch Later, but her Etsy shop is the White Rose Fiber Company, which I've gotten so many things from her and I love. But anyway, this is what she sent me. She sent me as the prize from her White Rose Fiber Company, beautiful gold stitch markers, a lot of them, and her signature stitch marker is a white rose. So pretty. That was so kind. So thank you, Courtney. And it was a fun little contest to do. And listen, with all these contests, you never know if you're going to win. So if you're not in it, you can't win it. That's what I always said. And like I always say, if you don't ask, it's an automatic no. If you don't enter, it's an automatic no. You're not going to win. So what's the harm? And I did it, and I won. I was so excited that she liked the name. And it was such a cute pig, and the name was so fitting. And another thing, she was having a sale, and I couldn't resist, and I loved it, from the White Rose Fiber Company with Courtney. This project bag, I think it is beautiful. I'm so glad I got it. I saw it, and you get a discount. And a lot of times she gives a discount if you're a returning customer, 15% off. So she's got, always discounting or having a sale. So this is from the White Rose Fiber Company, Paris, with the Eiffel Tower on it. And inside is a beautiful pink polka dot. And again, with her signature white rose stitch marker and a pretty handle, black handle. It is beautiful. This is a beautiful bag. I'm so excited to put something in it now that I showed you guys. So that's it. So those are all my acquisitions. And now going on to life. I had so much going on. Last a week, we took a bike ride. We like to try new places for biking, and we found a place. It's about, I don't know, about 40, 45 minutes away from here in Palm Beach, and this is where the rich and famous are. But anyway, we just wanted to go bike riding, and with this bike riding, you can go along on this bike trail and overlook the beautiful intercoastal in Florida. And I'm going to insert a video at the end to show you how beautiful we rode along this bike path of what we saw when we were riding, how beautiful it is. So we went on this bike path, and we saw a very, very old tree. It's supposedly an infamous tree where people take pictures for weddings. I don't think I took a picture of that. But when we were bike riding, when we were parking the car to take our bikes off, we saw all these buildings, and they were called the Four Arts Society. And I was like, what is all this about the Four Arts Society? So there was one building that was open, and it was actually the library. It was called the Four Arts Society Library. So I go in there, and it was getting late in the day. It was like, they closed early in the day, I guess 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock on a Saturday. So we asked the librarian, we were like, what is this Four Arts Society? And she said, a long time ago when people were living there, they wanted to make the area a little bit more artsy. So they formed this society, and they called it the Four Arts Society, and that's how it came about. So this was the library that we went into, but behind the library was a botanical gardens and a sculpture garden. So, and even if the library is closed, you still can walk in that garden and check it out. And that's what we did when we were done bike riding. We went into the library, and not the library, we went back there and looked at the sculpture garden, and we saw some cool things. And what's really cool is that it's free. I tell you, if you don't ask, you don't know. And she said, yeah. So, I mean, right in your own backyard, there are so many free things that you can do, that you can enjoy, that it's a piece of heaven. I tell you that these things are offered to us, and it doesn't, take a lot of money, and you're looking at beautiful artistic things in our world. So we did that, and we saw like a bench with Franklin Roosevelt and Winston Churchill talking, a sculpture there. I'll insert a picture of that. And some other things, beautiful sculptures. And then my favorite, of course, was this parrot. And underneath the parrot was a heart. And I love hearts. So I'll insert a picture of that. And it was just a great day. When you have days like that, where you got some exercise and then looked at some beautiful art, you come home so fulfilled. And then I think we came back and we barbecued, and it was a perfect day. You end up feeling so good when you have days like that. So that was that weekend. Then the next weekend, yesterday we went to a Phillies / Marlins ball game. And my boyfriend is a big Phillies fan. So the funniest thing happened, though. I tell you, sometimes things call out to you or meant to be. At work, at where he works, somebody, his coworker mentioned to him that somebody put on the bulletin board tickets for the Phillies and the Marlins ball game. And he told my boyfriend that it was on the bulletin for free. I mean, unbelievable. It was really, so he grabbed it. And not only that, but the seats were fantastic. And it was along the third base, like row 13. We had a perfect view of everything. So the only thing is, the Phillies got creamed, by the Marlins. So I said to him, well, at least the tickets were free. You didn't lose anything from that. And it was just, it was a horrible game, but it was still a fun day out. He got some beer, and I got an ice cream, and we had great seats. And it was still fun to be out and watch baseball. I'm a big Yankee fan, so I love watching baseball anyway. And of course, I was rooting for the Phillies because some Yankees were on the Phillies that used to be a Yankee. Unfortunately, they lost. But the whole day wasn't a total loss. Besides being free, when we walked into the arena, they were giving out shirts. But I thought they were giving it out to everyone. So I go over looking to get a shirt, or hoodie they called it, and with the Marlins on it. And I was like, I'll grab one. But then somebody said, no, they're just for the kids. I said, oh. I said, well, I'm kid size, joking around because I'm very small. And just joking around. And the guy looked at me and he gave me one. So let me see, I have it right here. He gave me one. So then, of course, my boyfriend had to get in on the act. He said, oh, can I have one too? And he did. But it was really meant for the kids. But I didn't know that. I thought they were giving it out to everybody. So it's a nice hoodie. This is what they gave for free. Right? Nice. Kid size. So it was funny. I mean, this won't fit me. I mean, this is for a kid, even though I'm kid size, but I got, features that kids don't have, body parts that, some kids aren't developed yet. So anyway, so I got this. I'm going to give it to my friends, to my friend who will give it to her grandson, who all love baseball, and they're from Florida, so it'll be perfect. But so the game wasn't a whole loss, and we had a good time. Really, if you think about it, it's not a loss at all because we enjoyed going out, having a day out, and having fun at the game. So that's it. So I'm going to leave it at there. We had a great couple of weeks, did a lot of fun things. I hope you guys did, and if you didn't, there's always tomorrow. The sun always rises the next day, and a fresh start. So I wish you peace and love in your life as always, and have a great week, everybody. Hi, Amy. I want to send you this video for your next bike ride in Florida when you come down with Manny. This is an absolutely gorgeous bike trail. This is just a little part of it. See ya.